All right, everyone. Um, Again, and one of my lists somehow went against standards, which I find kind of crazy, but it was just a list of the people who were buried in the cemetery. But I'll repost something else that's more to the liking of TikTok, I guess. I don't understand it. But, anyways, this is from the Post Star, September 8th, 1883, page 3. Ooh. Under local twinklings. Um, J. Freeman and George Corey, residents of this village, were last evening arrested near the old West Street Cemetery for intoxication and lodged in the lockup. Um, yeah, so a reference to the West Street Cemetery. It's a little fuzzy, but this is kind of an odd um, thing I'm trying to do right here. But it says workmen engaged digging a cellar in the old West Street Cemetery. Cemetery disinterred the skeleton of a child yesterday afternoon. By order of the trustees, the remains were interred in the Bay Street Cemetery. And that was 1883, long after they were supposedly dug up and reinterred. Just saying. This is from the Post Star, November 15th, 1883, page 3. Two more bodies, at least what remains of them, were disinterred by workmen engaged in digging a cellar in the old West Street Cemetery yesterday afternoon. Again, more missed bodies. Just saying. They were not put in their proper graves. This one is a bit confusing, from 1894. The funeral of Mrs. Thomas Leonard occurred from St. Paul's Church yesterday at 9 o'clock. Reverend F.X. Liz officiating. Interment was in the West Street Cemetery, Glens Falls, which supposedly wasn't even there. So I'm not sure what to make of that one. All right. This is from June 5th, 1900, page 5, Post Star. Gruesome finds. Constable William Harkett yesterday buried in the Bay Street Cemetery the skeleton, which was found on Saturday by the men laying the new gas main on New Pine Street, which is right next to it. Now, I would like to know, I looked that up on a map a long time ago. That was basically a footpath for years. I don't know when it officially became a road. So, anyways, the skeleton was practically complete with bits of the casket. No name plate was discovered. There were several other, there were several other single bones discovered in the course of the excavation. It would be remembered that this excavation was on the site of the old West Street Cemetery, which was abandoned many years ago as a burying ground, and from which the bodies were removed to the Bay Street Cemetery nearly 20 years ago. So again, 1900, they're still finding bodies.